In the previous episode, we defeated the Empress of Light, and we got a bunch of stuff, actually, surprisingly. We got the Stellar Tune, which is a pretty good mage weapon. That's something I may end up using. I'm kind of half and half on whether I want to do mage or whether I would like to just keep doing melee and use this Typhoon. We've completed all of the spirit mod stuff, so now what's next is the Lunatic Cultist and the Moon Lord, and I'm going to tell you right now, I am not getting to the Moon Lord today. I don't want to do the pillars. I honestly don't. I just not in the mood for pillars, but I am in the mood for killing a Lunatic Cultist. So I'll tell you what, it's probably, it's my usual curse. If you're new to the channel, I have a curse. If I ever say it's going to be a short episode, it's usually not a short episode. Like, it's something ridiculous, like 80 or 90% of the time. So I'm not going to say it's going to be a short episode. I'm going to say it might be a trimmed down episode. Might even just be one straight up, like, not take. What's the word I'm looking for? No jump cuts at all. We may just go kill him and just be done with it. And then I'm going to do the pillars in between episodes, like when I get an opportunity to do so. A couple things before we get started here. Number one, the next series is 100% going to be Calamity. So the channel members have spoken. They got their vote, right? Because I had previously done the thing where if we hit a certain threshold of new channel members or patrons, that we would do Infernum. Well, we didn't quite meet that. It was close, but we didn't quite meet the threshold. So I made it so all of the channel members that were there and patrons could vote for the next series. And it was like 100%. It was Calamity. So that was it was the choices were between Calamity, Thorium, or my choice. So that kind of gives you an idea of what everybody wants to watch, at least what the patrons and the channel members want to watch. So we're going to do Calamity. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do melee or ranged yet. I think melee might be kind of fun because that's one of those things that I keep wishing. I keep going, man, I wish we were doing a melee playthrough every time I do Calamity because they have such cool melee weapons. But people really like range. I don't know. Maybe I'll save that one for last. It's the one I'm least enthused about. I may also put that as a vote. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're a channel member, just keep an eye on your subscription feed, or the channel membership page. Yeah, we may do something with that. What else? There was another thing. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh yeah, that series won't start until after I get back from BlizzCon, because it would suck to start a new series like that and then I don't know, maybe I'll still do it, because I it's not like I'm not uploading videos while I'm at BlizzCon. I am going to pre-record a bunch of stuff because I upload a video every single day. I've never missed a day in 12 years, so I may start the series while I'm at BlizzCon. You guys may see it then. Obviously, I'll record it beforehand. I don't got much longer until I leave. I think I take off in like a week or two. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, so we're gonna kill the Lunatic Cultist and then chat just briefly about life, because otherwise this episode is gonna be very, very trimmed. Potentially, we'll see. Lunatic Cultist may whoop my booty, you know? Sometimes that happens. Sometimes Lunatic Cultist whoops your booty when you mess it up horribly. And when you do it with a yo-yo that you've never used on Lunatic Cultist before. I've never fought Lunatic Cultist with a yo-yo. I mean, our damage is insane, right? We got to remember that. Also, the thing that having infinite flight, because we're using the which one is it? That one. Having infinite flight. Oh, I messed that one up. What hit it? It wasn't. Oh, you know what? I think, was it my summon? No, couldn't have been my summon. What hit that thing? It got the. Oh my goodness, this sucks. That immediately made the boss fight so much harder. See what I mean? See what I mean? Which one is it? This one. Oh, actually, I think I know what it was, and I just did it again. It is my little yo-yo boy attacking, I think. You know how they like bounce and I get all of the different yo-yos? I think it bounced and hit the... No, I don't know if it was. I'm pretty sure it was just the summons. You know what? I'm just not going to use the Tempest Staff. There's no reason to. It's not doing insane amounts of damage anyways. Okay, I gotta go all the way back over there. That sucks. Well, at least I can heal up. Not that it really matters. We're gonna be sitting there for a little bit. Yeah, I guess I'll talk about life now. So I'm prepping for BlizzCon, getting all that. The new Diablo 4 season started, season 2, working on a video essay for that. Season 2 actually has been very good so far. They've massively increased the speed at which you level, among a myriad of other quality of life changes that are insane, and I really, really like it. But my video essay is going to be on this weird concept that has been happening in the games industry for the last like 6 to 8 years. It's becoming more and more prominent, where a game will launch, a highly anticipated game will launch, people will hate it, and then a year or two goes by, they get a major update, and then suddenly it's really quite good. And this, we saw this with No Man's Sky, most notably with No Man's Sky. That was like the one to really kick it off, and was the most predominant of all of the things I'm talking about here, because like that game came out and it was an absolute disappointment for people. And then you know what happened? They updated it and updated it and updated it, and now it is such a good game. It is one of my like guilty pleasure games where I know I have a million other things I could be playing. But, No Man's Sky just came out with an update, so I'm going to drop, like, a bunch of time into it and do their expedition, which is, like, their kind of seasonal content. It's so good. And, we saw that even before, this part of the video essay, even before No Man's Sky, we saw that with Diablo 3. Diablo 3 came out with an absolute trash fire for reasons I've discussed in many other videos, but most predominantly was because of the... Can I just like go sit in the, let's go over here and just sleep. Most predominantly because of the real money auction house influencing the rate at which things dropped in the game, and having a very, very low drop rate on good items meant that you were constantly tempted to go buy stuff off the real money auction house, and it ruined the game. And then when Reaper of Souls came out, it absolutely changed Diablo 3, and then it's like really good, especially after all of the patches that have come out. Games like Cyberpunk, another great example. Cyberpunk came out, people really hated it at launch. I was pretty iffy on it. I was like, it has its issues, but it's not bad. Performance was all over the place though. And now it is just a masterpiece of an RPG. And like, this is constantly happening. It's constantly happening. Why is it happening? Well, I'll get into that in the video essay. So I'm gonna tease you on that a little bit. But yeah, I've been working on that, and it's been a lot of fun. I also am about to return to finish the Last of Us series that we started, because I was waiting for performance stuff to happen to fix, again, another example of a game launching on PC that has terrible performance issues at launch and needs several months for it to update for it to even be playable. So I'm waiting for that. We're going to do that. I'm really looking forward to finishing that series off. I'm also... Oh, by the way, you can actually go watch. You can go watch the first half of that series. We got really far into the game before I was just like, I can't do this anymore. The crashes are so bad. Like, they were happening constantly, and it was just putting me back like 10 or 30 minutes at a time. And I don't got time for that, right? Just wait for the game to get fixed. Yeah, and then finally, I watched... Man, still don't have the Lunatic Cultist. I watched Saw for the first time. Never seen any of the Saw movies. I watched the first one. Why, you might ask? Well, first of all, it's Halloween. And I just love spooky stuff around Halloween. Not that I would say that Saw is a spooky movie. It has horror in it, but I wouldn't call it a scary movie by any means. But I like watching the Kinda Funny guys. I think Kinda Funny is one of my most watched channels on YouTube, and they do an in-review series where they review movies and stuff. And they were doing Saw, and I was like, you know what? I'm kind of interested in that. Never seen it. So I watched the first one because they had mentioned something really funny about that first movie where someone throws something, and I was like, I got to see it for myself. So I went and watched the first Saw movie, and it was not a good movie. And apparently that's one of the best ones. They personally ranked Saw 2 at number 1 and Saw 1 at number 2, and then it just goes down from there, obviously. I'll tell you what, I got to the end of that movie, I was like, wow, that was really bad. That was not a good movie. And if Saw 2 is better, cool. Maybe I go watch Saw 2. But did I enjoy that movie? Not really. It was just like, okay, what was the best part of the movie? I'm not gonna give any spoilers here in case you are like now suddenly wanting to go watch Saw and you haven't. There's a twist, and the twist is kind of cool. I knew the twist was gonna happen. I knew what the twist was, so I was waiting for the twist the entire time, and trying to figure out how they were gonna do it. And you know what? And when it happened, I was like, that was kind of cool. Was it worth the rest of the movie? Not really. People call those that movie franchise torture porn. I wouldn't describe it as that. I would describe it as an escape room. I think that's a better way to describe that particular franchise based on what I have seen in the first movie. But of course, that movie franchise gets significantly more gruesome as it goes along. So I don't know. I was not impressed. I didn't really like it. Wow, I have a hard time seeing that at night. Still got it. So I think it was the summons popping him off. Oh my goodness, I am sucking on this fight. I'll tell you what, this is not good. Maybe I do mage, because I feel like I'm having to stay really close to him, and it's kind of ruining how I would normally do the fight. Though not screwing up the clones has really helped. I need to back off. He's kind of like in a weird spot. I need to bring him back down. We're getting too high up in the air, right? So that was a good reset. Get a heal off. He's gonna do his little thingy majig in a moment. Here it goes. We wait for the real one. By the way, if you don't know what the real one is, actually, you know what? I'm gonna show you a little tip here. If you turn auto pause on for this, so if you have an issue fighting Lunatic Cultist, here's your guide. Here's your guide of how to fight Lunatic Cultist. What you do is you turn auto pause on. Yeah, obviously I was fighting it without, because once you learn this, you don't need to pause it anymore. So you could pause like this, and you can see which is the real one. The real one has this little thing on the hood, this golden bit here. See, this one doesn't have the one across the head, and this one doesn't have it across the head. The real one is this one. So then you unpause it and you attack. That's how you do that. So if you ever have an issue fighting Lunatic Cultists, there's your pro tip. It makes it super duper easy. And then once you get that and you know what to look for, yeah, pirates, oh man, stupid pirates. Once you understand what you're looking for, it makes that fight significantly easier, and you never have to worry about it again. Oh my goodness, I don't want to do the pillars, as I said. Let's leave. Where are our pillars? So we got one off over in this corruption. That kind of sucks, actually. That's a bad one to have over there. We have that nebula pillar there. We've got the solar one over here, and we got vortex over there. Probably going to clear solar first, I think. Right. Oh, yeah. Always have to turn off that auto pause. What's this Elder Weave scarf? 20% reduced mana usage when under half health. Increase maximum mana by 120 when above half health. 9% increase magical crit chance. Magic attacks occasionally release bolts. Powerful ancient magic that bounce off walls. That sounds really cool. Let's go down. I don't want to fight no pirates at the moment. Yeah, we got the relic, which we'll place down. What? Get off my booty. We'll put the relic down in a moment. Or at the beginning of next episode when I start the episode, maybe. I'm just trying to get the heck away from all of them. Is there anything else that I got that was new? It doesn't look like it. Okay, well. Yeah, I don't want to do the pillars right now. Because I'm going to skip over this in the next episode in a general way, but I hate the pillar events. I think it's the worst part of Terraria. Even with the latest updates that they have done to them, I still do not like them. I absolutely despise it. I think it's bad game design, and something needs to be done to modernize that design. It's just not great. It forces you into this at least 20-minute period of just defeating stuff, of just killing enemies, when, in all honesty, even the most basic of events in Terraria, like the pirates, is more exciting than just killing the pillar enemies, because the pillar enemies, even if they were the most brainless things and they didn't do any damage to you, it still wouldn't be any different for me. Like, it would still just be an annoying event, because the fact that you have to do 4 of them, yeah, and it doesn't really fit the theme. It just needs to be cooler. The solar pillar needs to have, I don't know, just cooler stuff going on with it. If you went and did the nebula pillar, there should be like a bunch of crazy magical attacks, and maybe there's like portals that you're having to go and close and keep the enemies from coming out, or you get to the, yeah, let's say like the melee one, the solar pillar. Maybe there's like actual things falling from the sky that could hurt you, like you're having meteors come down, but you reduce like the amount of enemies, and it's more just like you're trying to grab, I don't know, like I'm coming up with this all off the top of my head, so it's going to be bad design. But imagine like I don't know, like a capture the flag thing. Like you're trying to avoid meteors coming down, and you go and grab things and bring it back to the pillar but it's not, the focus is not killing things. It's just trying to stay alive. And that, like, I think that kind of stuff, even badly designed, would still be better than what we currently have. And that's a big problem. And I want more modders to do more stuff with the pillars, and I just don't see it very often, unfortunately. But let me know what you think of pillars in the comments below, because every series I go off on them. I hate the pillar event so much.